Hello again. I've got a very amusing story to tell you today. It's about being humbled by the swallows. Now here is a swallow, and you can see that it's nesting under the eaves of the house. Now I've got a nice porch at the front of my house. It's nicely decorated. The paint is good, and a couple of years ago the swallows of that year built a nest. Boy, did they make a mess. There was mud everywhere and other things all over the floor. And I said, okay, well, there's babies in there, there are eggs in there. Let it happen this year, but never again. I like my house to be clean. Anyway, a couple of years have gone by, no swallows. But this year, they came back. And they started throwing mud in the corner where their previous nest was. Well, I got out my hose pipe, sprayed it down, told them that they were not to go there, and put some rakes, some garden rakes on the wall. They went round the garden rakes. My back was turned. They carried on building. Now, this went on for a good week. And I said to Ronnie, I am not redecorating this wall. The birds have got plenty of houses where they can go and build a nest, not wanted here. So that was the standoff that we had. Now, last night, my wife told me this morning, she said, I didn't sleep well. I said, why not? She said, I was thinking about the swallows. I said, oh, okay, what were you thinking about? And she said, let them build the nest. Let them build the nest. There's a scripture. I said, is there? And here is the scripture. It's in Psalm 84, verse 3. Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may have her young. A place near your altar, Lord Almighty, my God and my King. Now listen to that in the Passion, okay? O Lord of heaven's armies, my King and my God, even the sparrows and swallows are welcome to build a nest. Where? Amongst your altars, to raise their young. What pleasure fills those who live every day in your temple, enjoying you as they worship in your presence. The psalmist is saying, I wish I was like a bird that could just come in and out when I wanted to. It's such a pleasure if you can live every day in the temple. And these birds, swallows, are welcome to build a nest. And what was I doing? I was stopping this godly instinct in these little birds from building a nest in my house, because I didn't want the mess. Well, I was really very, very sorry. And God has humbled me about it. It's his creation. He put that instinct in the swallows and even allows the common swallow to go up and build a nest in his temple. And in fact, there is a law. If the swallows build a nest in the temple, there's a law that prevents their nests from being removed. They are legally protected birds in the temple, or it used to be in the temple of Israel. So that put me in my place. Now, I also found out, we can read this as well, the legend of the swallows and the thorns of Christ. Now, I'm going to read you this little bit. According to the biblical account, Jesus of Nazareth, recognized by his followers as the Son of God, was sentenced to death. The Roman justice system condemned him to be crucified on the hill at Calvary because of his preaching. Before carrying out the sentence, Jesus was tortured by whipping, and according to the accounts recounted by the apostles, a crown of thorns was placed on him. It is said that while Jesus was being crucified, that's actually during the crucifixion, swallows came and removed the thorns from out of his head in order to relieve his pain. And this claim has served the basis for a high esteem in some cultures for swallows. And down here you can see the believers' respect for swallows. Now, whether it's true or not, whether the swallows did that or not, it is commonly held that commonly held belief that swallows pull the thorns out from Jesus's forehead to help him bear the pain, to take those thorns out. Now, think about the honour that this tiny little bird has got. And here am I destroying their nest. And the legend of the thorns of Christ and the swallow explains, why they enjoy special respect and protection. Their nests are not usually destroyed or removed, especially in church buildings. And part of one of the legends associated with swallows is, this is not for sure, but there's a place in Spain where one of the swallows who took the first thorn out, he removed the first thorn from Christ's forehead and then flew 3,600 kilometres from Calvary to the Sierra de Guadarrama, if I've said that right. You can find this online. And when the swallow arrived at the top of the hill, it died and was covered by the earth of the pasture. It was very important, that first thorn. It had the blood of Christ on it. So can you see why swallows have a particular special relationship with the Lord? And here was I. They came to my house because I have a church in my house. So they chose a church building without knowing it. And in my ignorance and stupidity, I destroyed their nest for a week. Now, thankfully, they're busy at work and the wall is in a mess and the nest is going to be completely untouched by me. I'm going to let them build and we're going to have babies on the wall, outside the house, not in the wall, on the wall outside the house. You can hear them chirping as the little ones come out of their eggs. You open the front door and it is a delight to hear them. It's messy. It's a messy delight. Okay, well, there you go. I make mistakes as well, so take heart. Okay, we all make mistakes.